Fine. So I know that you are very fascinated and drawn towards movies or horror or haunted
Right.
places, right? So where
Right.
did that interest develop?
See, when I was a kid,
Mhm.
I used to, I mean, I was very afraid of this kind of thing, right? I
Right.
used to afraid even if the snake appears into the particular movie.
Right.
Say when we were kid, we had one serial named Ahat or Z
Right.
Horror Show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You must
Yeah.
have known that.
Yeah.
So I was very afraid of that, and my friends used to tease me about that.
Okay.
क्या है तू? Why are you afraid? Are you a kid to be afraid and something like that?
Right.
So
Right.
see, I had only two options. One is to run away from that, or
Right.
second to overcome that. So I
Right.
choose to second option. I wanted to overcome that. So I
Okay.
started watching these kind of movies in alone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I mean, I watched it hundreds times, many times I watched it. So now the thing that happened is I have overcome that fear.
Mm-hmm.
See, whenever I see a horror movie or something like that, it attracts me because I wanted to overcome that fear. There
Okay.
is nothing like that. You don't be afraid. You have to fight that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has that. Everyone has the fear of unknown, but you have
Right.
to overcome it. That's
Right.
why I'm very fascinated towards the horror movies. And
Mm-hmm.
out of 10, 9, 8 people will be afraid of this. They won't even watch this movies. Or whenever they want to watch it, they will watch it with some with their friends or relatives.
Right.
So it takes a lot of courage to watch these movies and go outside. I mean, I have practiced this. I've
Right.
watched the movies in when I was alone, and I go outside in the darkness just to
Mm-hmm.
see how much courage I can develop. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I'm fascinated towards this all the kind of horror movies.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, and what about the haunted places? Why do you? Why were you attracted towards visiting haunted places?
There are two. Basically, again, there are two reasons. One is to overcome the fear,
Right, right,
and second is to prove to the people that there is nothing like haunted. I mean,
right.
the people generally get afraid because they haven't experienced it, but they have just heard it from someone.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask them who have experienced it, then they
Mm-hmm.
will tell you my grandfather's friend. Then if you
Right.
go to the grandfather and ask, then the friend will say, no, I didn't experience, my friend's friend will experience. So you will never
Mm-hmm.
find a person who has actually experienced it,
Yep.
or those
Right.
who have experienced it. I mean, they were such a afraid because of they have listened about that particular place.
Right.
So my objective is basically to clear this air. I mean, there is nothing like a haunted. So
Mm-hmm.
once I go there, if I go there and people if the people see me that I'm going there and coming outside without any harm, then
Right.
they will also do the daring and go. So whatever the superstitions of haunting and everything is, that can be channeled off and that can be taken off. So there are two objectives.
Right. Okay. What I have came across as when I ask people about why are you afraid of a certain thing or a certain place that is haunted, they call it
Hmm.
as haunted, right? So when I
Hmm.
ask them about all these experiences, I find some of the people who want to be the center of attraction in between a topic, right, or a group of people.
Right.
So they
Right.
start making stories up and start making things up that they have seen. There's this kind of a person who has red eyes and something, something
Right.
sort of like that. So what I wanted to ask you is, if such people are around you, right,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
such people are giving you such speeches about what experiences they had and what they had seen and whatever they felt, right? So
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
would you as a non-believer suggest them to do, or what would you say to the people who are listening to these stories, because they are getting
Hmm.
influenced by all the experiences that the other person is making up, right? uh,
Right.
which is not real. He's all everything is made up and they are getting influenced by it. So what would you
Right.
have to say about to these people?
Right. Okay. Yes. This kind of instances, I mean, you come across all these kind of instances. There is always a one person who will tell
Right.
you about the ghost stories, and
Hmm.
the crowd gets influenced
Right.
because of his power of speech. Right.
Right.
That's true. That happens everywhere.
Right.
Now, there are two categories of these people. One who have actually I mean, they think they have experienced it,
Mhm.
but just because of their fear, they have created something which is not there.
Right, which are
And they
hallucinations,
they
right?
are yes, they are actually true. I mean, they don't want to just show that I've experienced. They are really afraid,
Right.
and they may have experiences, but they fail to understand that there may be some psychological issues
Disorder, yeah.
or some chemical reactions with their brain when the fear comes.
Right,
Whenever you feel the fear, you always see your mouth gets dried, your hands get wet, and
right,
you start your body starts shaking.
right.
All these are the symptoms, and by that symptoms, even a small sound can create a lot of disturbance.
Mhm.
You start feeling that you have experienced a ghost.
Mhm.
But what I suggest them is, I try to see the logical explanation behind this. There always be a logical explanation behind this. We may not see it just right now, but there may be, or there may not, I will say there 100% there will be a logical explanation. And the advice to the people is, I mean, you have to have a courage, basically, to go and check that particular thing if the person is saying is right or wrong.
Right,
Right. You just can't get afraid because of these people, because see, if you are afraid, people will try to afraid you. That's a
right,
simple
right.
thing. You need to have that courage to
Mhm.
cross question him, and if possible, go and check that particular place.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Try to overcome your fear. See the horror movies, go out in the dark.
Right.
Try to push your limits, try to overcome your fear.
What advantages do you think you have of being an atheist?
See, the believing in God is very much a personal thing, right?
Right. Exactly.
So I won't say if a person is going into the temple, he's wasting his time. That is from our perspective.
Right.
From his
Exactly.
perspective, he's fully devoted to the God, so he's not wasting his time. In fact, he is utilizing his time for this particular
Peace
whatever
of
the
mind, we
action
can
he
say.
wants to do.
Yeah.
Peace of mind. So I won't say he's wasting his time, but
Okay.
what advantages I mean, I see is basically, if I go to the temple, what I see the architecture of it.
Okay.
I try to find the history of it.
Okay.
I try to find who has built this particular temple. What
Okay.
are the other temples around it?
Right.
Then what is the archaeological, or what is the you can say architecture of it? Basically,
Right.
how it is built, how
Right.
it is built to create the resonance, how it is built to create the positive energy in those terms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to see that.
Okay.
And I also question, I also question about those things. If you are saying this is a Jagrut Daivat or something like that, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if these things are really happen, then no one in this world would be unhappy, right? Everyone would
Right.
be happy.
Right.
Everyone would just go and offer something to the God, and God will give you something which is not there. So
Mm-hmm.
advantages which I see, you can open your mind to the lot of things. I mean, you think outside the box. You
Mm-hmm.
always want to gain more knowledge. You always want to cross question. You always
Mm-hmm.
want to know the history behind it. Just following the person, we are not just following. We're trying to get the more information. We're trying to be open. We're trying to tell the people about this is the reason this is happening. So all this, you basically, you're always on your toes. Your mind gets sharp, and you always cross question the system which is established there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that.
Okay. One more question that comes to my mind when I talk to believers. They don't seem to believe in demons. I mean,
Right.
I've talked to hundreds of believers, and I find that almost 60% of them don't believe in demons. Uh, so
Hmm.
when you said earlier that there has to be a balance when you talk about positive, there has to be a negative energy, right? So
Right.
if at all you suppose that you are a believer, right, and if you
Mhm.
believe in God, what do you have to say about
Right.
demons?
Right. See, this is the right question. I mean, there is always needs to be balance. See, positive and negative, what these are the labels the human has given to the energy.
Right.
Right. So energy is energy is energy. It is nothing positive or negative.
Right.
As per my I mean, that's what I believe.
Okay.
It's again your human brain that processes it, and it makes you feel negative or positive. It depends upon your human brain.
Right.
But
Right.
see, if I am a believer, if I'm believing in God, if I am saying that there exists a positive, I mean, there exists a person or something which
Mm-hmm.
creates and everything,
Mm-hmm.
I have to believe that there is something which destroys everything.
Right.
Right. See,
Right.
unless there is a destruction, there cannot be a creation.
Right. Right.
So you have to believe on the God.
Mhm.
if you I mean if you're a believer of a God, as per, if I were a believer, I said I have to believe on a ghost or
Right.
entity or a Satan or demon or whatever the negative part you say. There has
Right.
to be something like that. There cannot be always positive.
Okay.
Basically, positive and negative is a characteristics, right?
Mhm.
If you see a person around you, you will always see there are some good person with a good
Mhm.
behavior. They're
Right.
trying to help the people.
Right.
So this is the positive characteristic which I can say. And
Mhm.
there is also negative. There are the mafia, there are the all the other negative, I mean Satan kind of people who do all the
Right.
cruel things.
Right.
So this is a negative characteristics. So both
Right.
exist hand in hand. So if you are a God believer, you should be a believer on ghost as well.
Right. So there has to be a balance. That is what you are trying to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So my last question: what if, just imagine, what if
Right.
someday God shows up in front of you, right? You
Mm-hmm.
being a non-believer, right? God
Mm-hmm.
somehow someday lands in front of you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what would you say, or what would be your reaction, kind of?
Okay. See, I will ask one simple question to the God.
Okay.
See, if you are a God, can you
Mhm.
create such a stone, such a heavy stone that
Mhm.
you himself cannot lift?
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
So if he answers yes, I can create something
Mhm.
which I cannot lift, that means you are not powerful enough, the way
Right.
you are saying. And if you
Right.
are saying, I cannot create, that means you are not a God. Finish.
Right. Exactly.
That will be a single question.
That was a very clever answer. Okay. Right. Fine. It was a pleasure talking to you. I think most of the
Same.
people would have, understood why non-believers like you don't believe in God, and what is the reason
Right.
behind it. Yeah. So
Right.
thanks a lot
Right.
again.
Yes, thank you very much. So whatever the views are here expressed are, this is personal to me. See,
Mhm.
nobody has to accept it as it is. I mean, they
Right.
always can have different views. They can have the opposite views to my particular. So these are my personal views.
Right.
I cannot just put it on the person in front of me. So everybody
Right.
is free to think. Everybody is free to think logically whatever they believe, and
Right.
try to question their logic, or try to question their answers. I mean, whatever
Right.
their things are there. So
Right.
always question, try to learn, and open up for the ideas. That's what I want to say.
That's a very nice message to end it all off.